This is exactly according to police scenario, just the way you see it. This is what police suggested me. You're gonna park one next to the bench, and we will even vandalize you when you're gonna park one next to the bench. Totally based on police scenario. I asked if there's like another place where I can park the bicycle. There is no place. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4 spots, 4 altogether, where you can park your bicycle for entire home for elderly people. Receptionist says we have no other location. So she said just park it anywhere as long as you don't obstruct people. So this is what this is. This is the air filter. He deliberately did not even replace. That was deliberately that he did not replace the air filter. And the people whom I have purchased the filter today from, they witnessed this stuff. They know exactly what I'm talking about. And when I was talking to the kid over there, he admitted it. And that's going to be the oil filter. That's a good company. That's a quality. I like that. Man is good. Kdaj ga bo pa mehanik naredil servis?
Koga bo naredil,
Aha,
koga Boga bo.
aha, koga Boga bo.
Tako je.
Tako je, Boga bo.
Ja.
Boga bo, praviš ti.
Ja.
Da Boga bo. Okay. Okay. Ti lahko eno stvar pokažem?
Ne.
Ne? Filter ta gospod ni zamenjal že 10 let na tem avtomobilu.
Prav.
Oziroma, odkar avto je. Tebi tu prav?
V redu.
Je prav.
Je.
Motor, filter za motor ni nikdar zamenjan na avtomobilu. Tebi tu v redu. Vsakih 20.000 km ga je treba zamenjati. In vi ste se pogovarjali o teh stvareh, ti tu veš. Jaz tebe vprašam, tebi tu v redu. Tebi tu v redu,
Ja.
da nikdar ni bil menjen filter za motor, nič. Tudi je v redu, mehanik.
Če bi bilo tako res, tam avto ne bi tako
Ta avto,
kolaufa.
ta avto se duši, tako mi je bilo rečeno od samih ljudi, ki
Nobeden.
te stvari prodajajo.
Ne.
Avto, tako kot ga imam jaz zdaj noter, ga je imel v tej garaži Juršič, direktor današnji novomeške policije. Točno tako, kot ga imam jaz zdaj noter.
Da je not, da sta pa ven.
Od jutra naprej prevoza ni več.
Prav.
Ok. Samo toliko, da veš, ne?
Prav, bom pa pet, ni problem.
Kako praviš?
Bom hodila, ni problem.
Boš hodila.
Bom.
So, this is the oil filter. This is the air filter. That's for the engine air filter. Never was changed inside of this car by mechanic. Mother says car is running beautifully. I noticed the car was hot like a motherfucker when I was driving her to Bela Krajina and so on. And this is the proper oil that fits inside of this car. That's exactly the kind of oil that should be used in this car. But she does not allow. She simply does not allow for oil change, nor she does allow for the filter, air filter, for the engine air filter. Never was changed. And here is the best, I think, that money can buy. engine oil filter. So there is no way, no point in doing this stuff, because this is what it comes to, basically. Mama giving her orders. By the way, Juršić, director present of Novo Mesto police station. No, say this is idiot. I mean, the same like Peterlin, neighbor Peterlin Jernei, who was demonstrating me where dislocated. I mean, this is what went on during MK Ultra, ladies and gentlemen. This is what they were doing during MK Ultra. This is how they were portraying themselves as useful. Not to me, but to my parents, yes. So I guess I'm not going to be doing the oil filter change after all. She says mechanic is going to do it. This is the list of the service that mechanic was doing. Police insisted that the oil changes were done during MK Ultra when mother and father were not here inside of this garage. That's what they claimed. So it was the 5W40. He does not even bother to write what kind of oil, except for the brand Aral. That's all you get. Supposedly this is what is inside of the car. That was done at 68,999 on November the 15th, 2023, so that you can see already that's what, 8 months, right? 1 year and 8 months this engine oil on this car was still not replaced. This was the previous change of the oil. The car had 66,000 approximately, and it was on December 10 of 2021 that he replaced the oil. That was just the oil filter. He make a control of the air filter, a cabin filter, and I don't know, another filter right there that I see. He checked for brake oil, cooling liquid, and transmission oil, but he did not do nothing other than replace the engine oil and oil filter. In this here, he also changed the oil filter. Then we have another one here, the oil filter. That was a castor oil. So this motherfucker was just thrown inside whatever the fuck was out there. One time it was Aral, another time was just castor oil, 540. Which is okay. I mean, if it's a good oil, castor oil is a good oil, that would not be. But I don't think this castor oil have these specifications for this car. Then you have this here, again, castor oil. Let me just see this here. This was 2020, September. You can see the filter oil that he changed. He keep changing the filter oil, and he is just not changing the air filter for the engine. He goes on with castor oil, and It looks like that this is the air filter here, čistilec olja, čistilec nafte. I don't know what the fuck this is. I don't know what is the protiprašni čistilec zraka, but I assume that this is an air filter for the cabin, maybe. Sparks he changed. And then there's a purifier of the diesel and purifier of the oil that he changed. I don't think that he changed the air filter for the engine though. He did change the filter of fuel filter. He changed the fuel filter in year was 2014. And he replaced the oil. And then we have again, he put Aral here in this one. Oil filter, this was 2013. Yeah, and then there was a castor oil. Purifier of the oil. He changed oil. I don't know what the fuck that is. Well, this is basically the way this stuff is. Mother doesn't want me to do the service on the car, and so I have to take the car, park back in the garage to sit here. I was driving her for about a week, and I can't. That's it for her, driving her around. There's oil, everything is ready the way it's supposed to be for this car with the filter, everything. But that's the way it is. This is what we have going on here. And she blames me for it. That kind of stuff goes on. Yet it's audio recorded. Again, she became extremely violent, loud. And so I don't want to put up with that stuff. She is very crazy. Very, very crazy. It's like this, right? My mother comes to the father every day on a very, very permanent basis at 7:30 in the morning. I don't get up at 7:30 in the morning with the stuff that I do. Sometimes I work overnight, and the biggest problem that I have is the problem with the kidneys, with liver, that disallow me to sleep. I don't get sleep. I get maximum sleep 4 hours, stuff like this. Sometimes even 8 hours. It depends. And so I don't have a capacity to go even visit father in afternoon hours or in the morning hours if they would suit me, you know? My hours are changing all the time. I go sleep whenever I feel I can sleep. And so mother has morning hours, 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock. Now, I used to deliver mother with a car, right? I used to do that, and I did go to pick her up and I bring her home and so on. Then she started to fuck with the maintenance service, and the purpose of the maintenance service she started to play with was to cut me completely away from having the ability to deliver her to the father, because I already explained the issue behind her agreement with the staff from General Hospital Novo Mesto, not only police, with the ambulance workers, that they attempted to pronounce her as dead. You see her in the heat walking, they would just simply write her dead, stroke, death certificate basically gone of the picture, right? This is the reason behind her not wanting to maintain the car, not wanting to pay for the maintenance of the car. Yeah, that's number one. Number two, it is police that make sure through the home for elderly people that I would not go to visit father. I have no capacity to visit the father because if the mother is not present, I cannot see the father, and I can also only see the father at the main entrance of the home for elderly people. So earlier when I said the mother goes to visit father between 8 and 10 o'clock, she is at his place, I have no capacity to see father because I don't go with her. She usually got the transport from other people also to the father and stuff like this. The last time I went to see the father, I went with a bicycle. Crazy stuff like this is happening. So I can even not see the father. I cannot come to visit father in afternoon or anything like that, but only when the mommy is there. So you understand my position? This is what my position is. They're making sure that I will not even come close to the father. And secondary, mother reserved the right through deliberate maintenance stuff to even to the fake death certificate, so that she could, if necessary, she would disappear from the picture. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe she hopes she will get a stroke. Niece Urška Golob-Weber had me at Krajinska Gora during MK Ultra, drugged up, tortured me over there, and was explaining me with a telephone, demonstrating me, it's going to be only a phone call like this, and that's going to be, let's go on, I'm going to take care of it. That's all there is to it. Pointing at me that I would not be taking care of mother when it's the heat, the summer heat, stroke, bye-bye, that's it. This is the stuff they were doing during MK Ultra. So do you understand my emergency here? This is the oil that I purchased for this car. This is the oil filter I purchased for the car. It's probably more that is necessary. And this is the air filter also for this car. It's probably more that is necessary for this car, but I don't have the money. Mother doesn't want to give any kind of money for the car, anything for the maintenance. And I obviously have to take the car to the maintenance into the shop so they can do the stuff, because I don't have that wrench to remove the housing from the engine oil filter. And as you see, I don't even have a capacity to reach to unscrew those screws so that I could change a simple air filter, to do a simple air filter change. A guy here from the village was involved in this stuff, together with the Mitya mechanic. They had some other mechanic, they also had a German guy, and they started to literally measure how much is required for the housing, to twist the housing so that would be within a legal normatives, so that it would not be proven, as I earlier stated, that damage has been done to the housing. However, I have to say that machines were used to screw the screws. I know that it's necessary certain torque. I doubt it, however, that the torque that is being used on the part where the air filter comes, because of the machines I saw they operate, is the one of the legal limit, because it's a certain pressure, torque, that this stuff is measured according to. And I don't think that's the case. If that would be the case, I would not be capable to easily unscrew one screwdriver, which was to remind me of MK Ultra stuff they did, right? So obviously they were fucking around with this stuff, just as I explained. Secondary, Zajszek, police officer Zajszek had a
Volkswagen Polo. His relative have a Volkswagen Polo they would play with inside of the father's garage, and also maintained, also changed the oil inside of the father's garage. Police officer Zaishuk had a relative that would borrow him a car so that they would do also maintenance of the car inside of the garage to drive me insane. Same car like my father, a little bit, I think, different color. Just maybe you would not even, if jacked up during MK Ultra, you might not even notice the difference. But to me, it almost appeared the same color. Police officer Zaishek, who met me at the police station, day before Miran Sudin even tried to hospitalize me on October the 30, 2024, when I came to complain about MK Ultra torture. A mechanic from the father, Mitya is his name, from Ratesh. He stated to me, I cite, it's got to be done at the dealer, it's got to be done at an authorized dealer, or I would not recognize as a proof. Too bad, because I am a mechanical engineer and technician. I'm a technician and he's only a mechanic. And the agony about all this stuff is that I'm completely jobless my entire life, and I will end up paying 35 to 45 euros somebody so that he will do the service instead of me. That's a police irony about all this stuff. Or will risk mother suffering a stroke, and she doesn't want to pay for the maintenance. She doesn't, in fact, even allow maintenance to be done. So how the fuck is this normal? Under what circumstances is this shit normal? There were also Germans from the Volkswagen involved in this. Yes, we also have people from the Germany, das Deutschland Volk, we also had here inside of the house who knew all about this kind of stuff and who also told me, very, very nice guy told me, really German guy, really, really Deutsch guy. He said, if everything is going to be the way it's supposed to be, we will deliver you oil filter and everything original for the Volkswagen. Yeah, that's the way it ended. If alles is going to be good, then you're going to get the fucking filter. Yeah, that's the way it is. So you see, we have such a wonderful people involved in this stuff, witnesses and all kinds of people, I think, because of whom this crime, or I should say without whom this crime would not even be possible. We had worse fucking animals from the top of the Volkswagen leadership, the whole fucking management involved in this genocide procedure. I'm sure you fucking animals understand that it's because of you that these things were made possible, right? You do represent climax of corruption, criminality, organized crime. Beginning with the Raimond from the Volkswagen, yeah, the one who designed the Volkswagen Phaeton and so on. And it goes the same to the Mercedes and BMW and so on. I don't want to see you anywhere else than on the court. You understand?